Okay, so to continue our coverage over the Dawn of X, we pick up with New Mutants number 6. Now, New Mutants number 6 picks up with the second storyline in the New Mutants series. Remember, there are two different storylines happening at the same time, and so, for example, the first two issues covered the first storyline, issue 3 and 4 covered this storyline, and the last video covered the first storyline. But we jump back over to this storyline, which I do not like the idea of jumping back and forth between two different storylines like this. But either way, New Mutants number 6 picks up with the second storyline, where the second group of New Mutants went to Nebraska to figure out what in the world was going on with the mutant named Beak. Of course, they found out that Beak's father was dying, and so of course they gave Beak's father some kind of cocoan medicine to help him heal up. Now, that all took place in issues number 3 and 4 of New Mutants. But when the New Mutants were about to leave to go back home to Krakoa, they were confronted by the cartel. And this cartel is going to hold them hostage because their country needs some medicine. But because their government is so crooked, the medicine is not getting around to the people who need the medicine so badly. And so the cartel is going to hold these mutants hostage and hope that Krakoa will give the cartel their medicine to help the people in need in their home country. But while being held hostage, at the very last minute, they were saved by Boom Boom. Of course, Boom Boom has the ability to create small bombs to blow up. And so she's here now to save this group of New Mutants. Things are about to get a whole lot worse because in the basement you have Beak, his wife Angel, Glob, and the twin mutants Maxine and Manon trying to break out so that they can go join Boom Boom and Armor to fight against the cartel. The problem is though, as soon as Beak opens the door to leave the basement to join Armor and Boom Boom, that is the moment he is shot right in the head. And so we are left to believe that now Beak is dead. And for Angel, she basically watched her own husband get shot. And so now her kids might no longer have a father. She may no longer have a husband. And that is huge to say. And so things are just getting crazier and crazier at the moment. And so with that happening, now it's an all-out battle. And what I mean by the all-out battle is that now you have the New Mutants fighting against the cartel in the house, outside the house, everywhere on the farm that belongs to Beak's parents. And so with all that being said, it's just a huge battle. You have Angel going around killing different cartel members because her husband could possibly be dying. Yes, he's barely alive, but he is dying. And so their goal is to get him to the truck, get the children of Angel and Beak to the truck so that they can leave and get back to Krakoa so that they can help out Beak. But of course, everything is just crazy right now. You have gunfire, powers just flying all over the place. And yes, when they're able to get Angel, Beak, and the children onto the truck, that is the moment you hear a loud bam sound, like a gunshot. And you're wondering, what happened? Everybody is done. But then they realize the leader of the cartel is missing, and so is the parents of Beak. And that is the moment you have the leader of the cartel walk out with the father of Beak to show everyone that he is going to hold the father of Beak as a hostage. Now that right there is very scary, but very serious because he wants that medicine for his country. Because you have to remember, with the House of X and Power of X and Dawn of X comics, when Charles Xavier formed Krakoa, the brand new mutant nation, he realized as a nation, he needs something to trade with other countries. And so what he did was he made a new kind of medicine that give humans the ability to live 5 years longer. Now, with that being said, the medicine also cures a lot of different diseases. And so when it came to this cartel group who attacked the home of Beak's parents, their farm, he only came here because there is a deadly disease back in his home country. And with that deadly disease going around killing people left and right, the only thing he could think of was the medicine of Krakoa could basically help my people. But of course, the medicine was not going to his country. And so now here he is trying to take people as hostage to demand COPPA to give medicine over to the people of his country to help heal them up. But of course, now with everyone fighting against each other and most of his cartel members here with him are dead, he's kind of like, listen, I will kill this old man unless you give me some kind of medicine here. But of course, you have the New Mutants say, no, like you're doing this all the wrong way. You're going about it the wrong way. And so that is the moment you actually have him kill off Beak's father. He already killed Beak's mother before taking Beak's father as a hostage, but now he killed off both parents of Beak. Beak is also dying, and so at the very last second, you have the cartel leader actually kill himself. And the reason why? Because he says, listen, my people are dying back in my home country. You would not give me medicine. And so with my death, the cartel leader's death, my country will try to fight against you because they will believe that you guys killed us. They don't really like mutants, but now they are really going to hate mutants. And with their hatred, they're going to come after you, especially the cartel that had taken care of their country in so many different ways. And so now you have a new war with the new country. Now, some time has passed by, and with that time passing by, we pick up on COPPA, where we see that Beak is alive, because you have Armor and Glob coming to check up on Beak to see that Beak is alive and well, but also Beak is happy, too happy, and for Armor, that is very concerning because he knows, or he should have known, that his parents were killed by the cartel in that big battle. So why is he still happy? He should be sad. But that is the moment she realized that his memories have been played with. Like someone made him forget that his parents were killed only a couple hours ago. That apparently his parents have been dead for years to him. And so now it's kind of like, who in the world would play with someone's mind like that? Because that is just so messed up to make someone believe that their parents have been dead for years, but in reality, they only died a couple hours ago. But Armor knows who played with the memories of Beak. And that is the moment you have Armor walk over to Maxine and Manon. And the reason why, because she knows with those two mutants who have the ability to play with other people's memories, she knows that these two played with the mind of Beak to make him forget what happened only a couple hours ago. And so she tells him how messed up that was to play with someone else's mind. But to these kids, to these young mutants, there's kind of like, listen, we're young, we're dumb, but to us, we felt like we did the right thing because he was hurting so bad. He had to watch his father died. He heard the gunshot that killed his mother. His parents are gone. Their farm was ruined. They're hated in their own state right now, Nebraska. Like, he went through so much. We're young mutants. We felt like we did the right thing by basically changing his memories about his parents, and what happened only a couple hours ago happened years ago. And so with that, it's Armor kind of like, okay, they are young, they are dumb. They need to learn what's right and wrong, but at the same time, they did help Beak move on from the death of his parents. And so his Armor kind of like, I'm mad at you guys, but at the same time, I'm not mad at you. But this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoy today's comic book video.